Well, there's different strategies for these, and I'll probably use a strategy that's different than some of you might want to use on some of these problems, but there's no right way to do it. I'll give you some suggestions. To find roots, you're going to plug in 0. That's, I guess, one thing that we can all agree on. When you factor this, it's an x plus 4 and an x minus 2. So that gives you a root at negative 4 and positive 2. I would suggest 1, 2, 3, 4, putting that dot there and that dot there, and you can kind of build around it. The middle of that is going to be right here, and that'll help you find the vertex. Okay, that means you know that the vertex is going to be at negative 1 something. Now, I don't know where the vertex is at this point, but I can say that there's a negative 1 that's involved in the x value. Okay, I can also say that there's a 0 on that side, a negative 2, a negative 3, and over here a positive 1. That doesn't quite get us to our roots. So in terms of plugging some stuff in, I can plug in negative 1 in for each, even my factored form. If I plug a negative 1 here, I get a positive 3. Plug a negative 1 there in, I get a negative 3. 3 times negative 3 is equal to a negative 9, so that's my vertex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, I can also look at this negative 8 and say, wait, that's my y-intercept. And if I do that, I've also got this symmetrical location on the other side. So negative 8 is also somewhere I can go. And if you notice that I've got that stair-step approach, I've got a one step here, and then if I do another step, it's going to be a 3. So plus 1, and then plus 3, and then the next one will be a plus 5, and I'll show you how that works too. If you go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, you can get another point, and that'll be at negative 5. Negative 5, and then if I went up 5 more, like I said, I'd get to the y-intercept, or the x-intercept. So you can use the stair-step approach. You can also plug in, for example, plug 1 into this equation. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So 5 times negative 1 is a negative 5, and that gave me that answer too. So whether you're doing the stair-step approach or whether you're plugging an x value in to find a y value, you should get the same thing, and there's my vertex. Over here, the nice thing about this form, plus 0, the vertex is given. It's at negative 3 comma 0, or it's at 3 comma 0, h and k. Okay, so 3, 0 is the vertex. I would go on either side. I would say there's a 4 and a 5 involved here. There's a 2 and a 1 involved if I'm just symmetrically surrounding that x value. So 3 and 0. Now, you can also say at 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, that we have a vertex that's sitting on the x-axis. So the root is also at 3, 0. It's a case where we have only a single root. And since that's a negative 1, that means that it's going to be opening down, but the stair-step approach, first step is down 1, the next step is down 1, 2, 3, and that's probably the easiest way to get your 5 points. Okay, so negative 1 and negative 3 more would be at a negative 4, but at the same time, if you plug a 5 into this equation, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 squared is 4, make it negative, there's your negative 4.